Hello, Swatantra viewers. Welcome to English News Bulletin. I am Mahima, bringing you the latest updates. Prime Minister Narendra Modi Sunday claimed India bloc parties will rewrite the constitution to provide reservation on the basis of religion and alleged they want to turn the country's majority community into second-class citizens. Addressing a public meeting in Purvanchal region's Ghosi at Mau in UP, he also alleged the opposition grouping will end the reservation given to scheduled castes, scheduled tribes, other backward classes and give all of it to Muslims. He accused IDNE parties of making different castes fight among themselves. Attacking India bloc partners Samajwadi Party and Congress, Modi said they have neglected Purvanchal over the years and turned it into a region of mafia, poverty and helplessness. The SP and India bloc are making castes fight among themselves so that they become weak, he alleged, adding this is being done to divert people's attention from the real issues. He alleged those associated with the Samajwadi Party kept Purvanchal backward under a conspiracy and the people of the region will continue to punish them for this. The rally was held in support of BJP and NDA candidates from Ghosi, Salampur and Balia Lok Sabha seats.
असल में देश इन महामिलावटी दलों की सच्चाई पहले दिन से जानता है। देश को पता है कि मोदी हटाओ का नारा तो बहाना था। असल में उन्हें अपने भ्रष्टाचार के पाप को छुपाना था। इसलिए ये जैसे तैसे कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि देश में एक खिचड़ी सरकार बन जाए।
Prime Minister Narendra Modi waived loans worth 16 rupees lakh crore of 22 people in the last 10 years but could not give 9,000 crore rupees to deal with the disaster caused by monsoon rains in Himachal Pradesh last year, Congress leader Rahul Gandhi said on Saturday. Rather than helping the hilly state, Modi made an attempt to steal the state's elected government, Gandhi said. His statement came days after PM Modi alleged wrongful distribution of central flood aids by the Congress government in the state and promised action. Addressing an election rally at Nahan in Himachal Pradesh Sirmaur district in support of Congress candidate from Shimla scheduled caste parliamentary constituency Vinod Sultanpuri, he said Modi handed over all storage facilities to one person to control the prices of Apple. The share prices of Adani-owned companies rise whenever Narendra Modi is sworn in, Gandhi claimed. In his speech, Gandhi promised minimum support price on crops and farm loan waiver if his party comes to power at the centre. He said poor families would get 1 lakh rupees every year till they are brought above poverty line. He also promised to fill 30 lakh vacancies in government departments to provide jobs to the unemployed youths in the country. He appealed to Congress workers to make effort to ensure the victory of party candidates in all 4 Lok Sabha seats to thwart the attempts of the BJP leaders to attack the Constitution of India.
नरेंद्र मोदी ने हिमाचल के सेब पकड़ा दिए, एयरपोर्ट पकड़ा दिए, हिंदुस्तान के सारे पोर्ट्स पकड़ा दिए। हथियार जो पहले इंडियन ऑर्डिनेंस फैक्ट्री बनाती थी वो अब अदानी बनाएंगे। तो सारा का सारा काम 20-25 लोगों के लिए किया जा रहा है। पता नहीं, शायद परमात्मा नरेंद्र मोदी जी को कह रहे हैं कि भैया आपको अदानी जी की मदद करनी चाहिए। यही हो सकता है। तो पिछले 10 सालों में सारा का सारा काम 22-25 लोगों के लिए हुआ है।
Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge on Sunday hit out at Prime Minister Narendra Modi for his Mujra remark against opposition leaders and said that the latter insulted Bihar by making this comment. Addressing an election rally in favor of Congress leader and Mahatbandhan nominee Manoj Kumar from Sasaram Lok Sabha constituency in Bihar, Khadge said Prime Minister used Mujra words for opposition leaders in an election rally in Bihar on Friday. Modi ji insulted Bihar by using this word. It means Mujra happens here. This is an insult to Bihar and its electorates. PM Modi considers himself as Tismar Khan. He is under the wrong impression. It is the people who are real Tismar Khan. He is a dictator. If becomes PM for the third term, people will not be allowed to say anything at all, said the Congress president. He said this election is basically people versus Modi. It is not Rahul versus Modi. The Congress president said he respects Narendra Modi as he is Prime Minister, but Modi does not respect Congress leaders. Khadge alleged that PM Modi hugs rich people and not poor people. Voting will take place in Sasaram, Nalanda, Patna Sahib, Patliputra, Arah, Buxar, Karkat and Jehanabad Lok Sabha constituencies on 1st June.
आजादी के लिए भी लड़ा नहीं, आज इतना उछाल रहा है, कभी कुछ भी बोलता है, कभी कुछ भी बोलता है। ये ठीक नहीं है। मैं उनकी इज्जत करता हूं, एक प्राइम मिनिस्टर है हमारे देश के, लेकिन आप कहां भी जाते हो कांग्रेस पार्टी की बेइज्जती करते हो, नेहरू जी की बेइज्जती करते हो, सोनिया गांधी जी की बेइज्जती करते हो, राहुल गांधी की टिंगल उड़ाते हो, हर चीज, यहां तक कि उन्होंने ये कहा अगर गठबंधन वालों को कितना नाचना है नाचो और आपको मुजरा करना है तो भी करो, बोले। यही बोले ना, बिहार में भी बोले हो, आपको मालूम नहीं? अरे बिहार का अपमान किया, यानी बिहार में मुजरा होता है, इसीलिए उन्होंने बिहार का भी अपमान किया अपने भाषण में।
Bharat Rashtra Samiti Working President K.T. Rama Rao demanded an inquiry by a sitting judge, the Enforcement Directorate, and the CBI into the alleged 1,100 crore rupees paddy scam in Telangana. Addressing media at the Telangana Bhavan in Hyderabad on Sunday, KTR demanded a white paper on the two scams allegedly perpetrated by the Congress government. He also wanted the Food Corporation of India to take cognizance of the offence by the Telangana Civil Supplies Corporation with the alleged active participation of Chief Minister A. Revant Reddy and Minister of Civil Supplies N. Uttam Kumar Reddy. The BRS, he claimed, brought out the scam within 15 days, but the Congress government had not responded. KTR said that the first scam worth 750 crore rupees was in the name of global tenders to lift 35 lakh tons in 90 days. Tenders and guidelines were announced on 25th January this year, while rice millers are ready to buy at 2,100 rupees per quintal. 4 companies LG Industries, Hindustan Unilever, and Nakoff including blacklisted Kendriya Bhandar were given the tender. Congress relaxed rules for it and the deal was to lift paddy at 1,885 rupees to 2,007 rupees per quintal, KTR said. The 4 companies have not paid the amounts or lifted the paddy within 90 days as per the agreement.
ఇవాళ ఏది వదలట్లేదు వీళ్ళు. రైతన్నల ధాన్యం నుంచి విద్యార్థుల అన్నం వరకు అన్నింటి మీద కూడా ఇవాళ కుంభకోణాలకు తెరలేపింది కాంగ్రెస్ ప్రభుత్వం. ఇటు రైతులేమో పడిగాపులు పడుతుంటే రోడ్ల మీద ఇంకా ధాన్యం కొనుగోలు పూర్తిగాక అకాల వర్షాలతో సతమతమయ్యి కొనుగోలు కేంద్రాలలో రైతులు కన్నీళ్లు పెట్టుకుంటే మరొకవైపు ప్రభుత్వం మాత్రం ధాన్యం కొనుగోలు మీద దృష్టి పెట్టకుండా వాళ్ళు చాలా బిజీగా ఈ ధాన్యం కుంభకోణం మీద దృష్టి పెట్టి మరి స్వయంగా ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారి పేషీ నుంచి పౌర సరఫరాల శాఖ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ నుంచే ఈ కుంభకోణం జరిగిందనేది మాకు వస్తున్న ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్. ప్రభుత్వ ఖజానాకు గండిగొట్టడం, కొంతమంది కాంట్రాక్టర్లకు దోచిపెట్టడం, వాళ్ళు వీళ్ళు కలిసి చీకటి దందా చేసి 1,000 కోట్ల రూపాయల కుంభకోణం ఈరోజు నేను నిర్దిష్టంగా చేస్తున్న ఆరోపణ. ఇప్పటికే రాష్ట్రంలో బి ట్యాక్స్ అని, ఆర్ ట్యాక్స్ అని, ఆర్ఆర్ ట్యాక్స్ అని, యూ ట్యాక్స్ అని రకరకాలుగా ట్యాక్స్ల గురించి వింటా ఉన్నాం, అన్అఫీషియల్ ట్యాక్స్ల గురించి వింటా ఉన్నాం. ఈ రోజు ఈ స్కామ్ లో మాత్రం కేవలం ఇక్కడ తెలంగాణలోని కాంగ్రెస్ పెద్దలకే కాకుండా ఢిల్లీ పెద్దల దాకా కూడా మరి హస్తం ఉందని చెప్పి మాకున్న సమాచారం.
Civil Supplies and Irrigation Minister Capt. N. Uttam Kumar Reddy has accused the BJP and BRS of spreading false accusations against the Congress government. Uttam Kumar Reddy, along with Industries Minister D. Sridhar Babu, MLCs T. Jeevan Reddy and Mahesh Kumar Godh, and other leaders, addressed a press conference at Gandhi Bhavan on Sunday. Uttam Kumar Reddy claimed that both BRS and BJP were collaborating to defame the Congress government, particularly targeting the Civil Supplies Department with baseless allegations of corruption. He emphasized the efficiency and transparency of the current Congress government's grain purchasing process, stating that payments to farmers were made within 3 to 4 days, unlike during the previous BRS administration. The government purchased more paddy and deposited the money into the farmers' accounts faster than the BRS did, he said. He also highlighted that the previous BRS government left the Civil Supply Corporation in massive debt, with liabilities amounting to 59,000 crores rupees and losses of 11,000 crores rupees. The minister dismissed allegations of a 1,000 crore rupees scam as wholly unfounded and accused opposition leaders of irresponsible and malicious behavior. Addressing the accusations from BRS leader KTR and BJP leader Maheshwar Reddy, Uttam Kumar Reddy criticized them for speaking without understanding the issues.
రైతులకి లాభం జరిగే విధంగా మేము చర్యలు తీసుకుంటే ఒక పెద్ద మనిషి అంటాడు 10% తాలు తరుగు మీరు కావాల్సుకొని చేస్తున్నారు. ఉన్న 7,200 మహిళా సంఘాల ప్రొక్యూర్మెంట్ సెంటర్స్ ఉన్నాయి, 3,000 మిల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఏది ఈ కొనుగోలు ఆపరేషన్స్లో, ప్రొక్యూర్మెంట్ ఆపరేషన్లో మేము కమిషన్లు దోమినమాట, 1000 కోట్లు నేను తీసుకున్నట, 100 కోట్ల వరకు పంపించినట. ఇంత పచ్చి అబద్ధం, దుర్మార్గపు నీచమైన మాటలు వాడు ఉపసంహరించుకోవాలని చెప్పి నేను డిమాండ్ చేస్తున్నా. మరి ఢిల్లీకి పైసలు పంపించిండ్రు, మరి వాళ్ళు ఢిల్లీకి పైసలు పంపించి కొత్తగా బీజేపీలో చేరినారు, ఫ్లోర్ లీడర్ పదవి కొనుక్కున్నావు. కానీ మాకు ఆ సంస్కృతి లేదు. ఉత్తమ్ కుమార్ రెడ్డి అసలు కాదు. అదేవిధంగా మేమేమి ధాన్యం కొనుగోలు కోసం రాష్ట్రంలో ప్రభుత్వంలో పెద్దలను కలిసి బయటనేమో కొనుగోలు విషయం మాట్లాడి లోపల రూమ్లో పోయి వాళ్ళ భూముల విషయం మాట్లాడే సంస్కృతి కూడా మాది కాదు.
Rajya Sabha MP Kapil Sibal on Sunday hit out at Prime Minister Narendra Modi over his veiled jail swipe at RJD leader Tejasvi Yadav and claimed that this was a confession that probe agencies were acting at the Prime Minister's behest. Sibal also slammed Modi for his Mujra remark and said that even though this was a violation of the Model Code of Conduct, but no one, including the Election Commission, will act as they are hand in glove with the Prime Minister. The Prime Minister has stated in his speeches that the India bloc will take away water taps, electricity, money from banks and also take in Mujra jibe, the former Union Minister said at a press conference here. Modi is sitting in a high office that has dignity. If he reduces the dignity of the Prime Minister's post to such a level, look at what is being said on social media. It is an insult to women also, Sibal said, hitting out at the PM for his Mujra remark. Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra on Sunday lashed out at the BJP-led centre, asking why there is no prosperity in the lives of people if the country's economy is growing at a rapid pace. Addressing her first poll rally in Punjab in favor of party candidate from Fatehgarh Sahib seat Amar Singh, she also accused Prime Minister Narendra Modi of speaking lies and making hollow promises with the public only to capture power. Attacking the Modi government, she said 70 crore youth are unemployed in the country and unemployment is the highest in 45 years. She said 30 lakh posts are vacant in the government sector under the Modi regime. Modi makes big claims that the economy is growing at a rapid pace. If it is growing so fast then, and if there is progress in the country, then why there is no progress in people's lives? Why did youth not get employment? The Congress General Secretary asked. And why inflation has gone up too much? If the country is progressing fast, then why are steel factories here shutting down? Why the industry is being weakened by imposing GST. There is not even a single scheme for the middle class and for your relief, Gandhi said. Progress is only being seen on TV and no progress is taking place in your lives, she told the gathering.
सरकार केंद्र में चल रही है, मोदी जी की जो सरकार है उसमें हमने देखा कि ये जो किसानों की बात करते हैं, आपके सम्मान आपकी आदर की बात करते हैं, वो सिर्फ मुंह बोली बातें हैं। अंदर से गहराई से आपके प्रति ना आदर है ना सम्मान है, ना आपके लिए नीतियां बन रही हैं। 10 सालों से आप देख रहे हैं कि खेती और किसानी से कमाना मुश्किल हो गया है, कोई सुविधा नहीं मिलती सरकार से, पेट्रोल डीजल महंगा हो गया है, जीएसटी से सारी जो जितनी भी खेती की चीजें हैं सब जीएसटी से लदी हुई हैं, महंगी हो गई हैं, खाद भी समय पे नहीं मिलता, एमएसपी इन्होंने बोला था कि देंगे, एमएसपी भी नहीं मिलता। इस बीच ये कुछ सालों पहले जब 3 कानून लाए जिनको आप काले कानून कहते हैं तो आपने आंदोलन किया।
Delhi Chief Minister and AAP Supremo Arvind Kejriwal on Sunday attacked the BJP, saying the country's freedom, constitution and democracy are in danger and called upon Punjabis to once again be at the forefront to save the nation. The AAP leader said the people of Punjab played a big role in the country's freedom movement. So many sacrificed their lives for the sake of freedom. Today, the country's freedom, constitution and democracy is in danger, Kejriwal said during a town hall program with the traders and industrialists in Firozpur in Punjab. Referring to his arrest, Kejriwal said on 16th March, the general elections were announced and he was arrested on 21st March. The BJP government arrested him, his party leaders Sanjay Singh, Manish Sisodia and Satyendra Jain. Targeting the BJP-led centre, the AAP leader said that several opposition leaders have been jailed to help the BJP in the election. In Maharashtra, Modi ji broke the NCP into 2 parts, snatched its party and its symbol, divided the Shiv Sena into 2 parts, snatched its symbol, arrested Hemant Soren, former Jharkhand chief minister, before the polls. Escalating his attack on the BJP regime, Kejriwal said dictatorship is now taking place in our country too. If at this juncture we do not defeat Modi, then democracy, constitution will not be saved. Chief Electoral Officer Mukesh Kumar Meena sent the Election Commission guidelines to all the district election officials. The Election Commission asked the officials not to reject the postal ballots even if they do not have the seal of the returning officer. The Chief Electoral Officer clarified that the signature of the returning officer has nothing to do with the validity of the postal ballot. He stated that if the postal ballot declaration is signed by the gazetted officer and has no seal, it should not be treated as invalid. Postal ballots bearing the signature of the returning officer are valid. Form 13A should be signed by the row along with all the details. The ballot including the signature of the row should be compared with the validating register. Form 13A may be rejected if voter, row signature and ballot serial number are missing, said the EC. Severe cyclonic storm Remal intensified and is likely to make landfall between Bangladesh and adjoining West Bengal coasts by midnight of Sunday with maximum sustained wind speed of 110 to 120 km per hour gusting to 135 km per hour, the Met Department said. The severe cyclone is set to bring extremely heavy rain in the coastal districts of West Bengal and heavy to very heavy rain in Kolkata and its adjoining areas. Remal is very likely to move nearly northwards, intensify further and cross Bangladesh and adjoining West Bengal coasts between Sagar Island and Khepupra, close to southwest of Mongala in the neighbouring country, by Sunday midnight as a severe cyclonic storm, the weather office said. From Sunday evening till Monday morning, surface wind speed in the coastal areas of West Bengal will be in the range of 100 to 120 km per hour, gusting to 135 km per hour. People in the affected areas have been asked to remain indoors and vacate vulnerable structures. Equity markets may witness a gradual upmove this week with some volatility as both election and earnings season are nearing their end, analysts said, adding that global trends and trading activity of foreign investors would hold significance in dictating investors' sentiment. Benchmark indices, which had a record-breaking rally last week, would also track global oil benchmark Brent crude and the rupee-dollar trend. The monthly derivatives expiry on Thursday may also fuel volatility in markets. The gradual upmove may be witnessed ahead of the results of the ongoing general elections on 4 June. On the global front, the upcoming economic data from Japan and the US, along with movement in the global currency market, will also be important factors to consider, he added. This week, attention will remain on elections, global cues, and the final phase of the earnings season, Ajit Mishra, SVP, Research, Religare Broking Ltd, said. On the March quarter results front, LIC, NMDC, IRCTC, and MMTC will announce their earnings this week. From the domestic macroeconomic data, GDP growth rate for the January to March quarter of FY24 will be announced on Friday. Last week, the BSE benchmark zoomed 1,404.45 points, or 1.89%, while the NSE Nifty climbed 455.1 points, or 2%. The 30-share BSE Sensex hit its all-time intraday high of 75,636.50 on Friday. The NSE Nifty breached the 23,000 mark for the first time on that day. During the day, the benchmark hit its lifetime peak of 23,026.40. Karnataka Home Minister G. Parmeshwar on Sunday said the state has not yet got any official response from the centre regarding its request seeking cancellation of the diplomatic passport of Hassan MP Prajwal Revanna, who is facing charges of sexually abusing women. Taking a dig at External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar's reported statement that the state government's request to cancel the diplomatic passport of Prajwal was received only on 21st May, he sought to know what happened to the letter sent by Chief Minister Siddaramaiah to Prime Minister Narendra Modi on 1st May. The Karnataka government has not got any information or letter so far from the centre. The External Affairs Minister told the media that they are taking action and in a couple of days they will cancel diplomatic passport, but no written communication was received, Parmeshwar said. Speaking to reporters here, he said the Chief Minister on 1st May wrote a letter to the Prime Minister seeking cancellation of Prajwal's diplomatic passport, and after that the special investigation team formed by the state government to probe the charges, too wrote a letter to the centre with the same request. Thank you for watching Swatantra TV English Bulletin. For a complete and comprehensive English news bulletin, please do watch Swatantra TV. This is Mahima, signing off for the day. Keep watching Swatantra TV.